what exactly can they do? Because if I told them in native French, d'aucuns penseraient que boutade vous faites là, they have no clue what I just said. No clue. I could repeat it 20 times, they will still have no clue what I just said. D'aucuns penseraient que boutade vous faites là. They don't know, they could not know. And this isn't just to flex and to show how good I am, not at all. It's to show you that French is vast, and it all depends how you define it. So, in other words, there are levels to this game. Now, I sincerely believe that these viral language learners are not consciously lying. They're not. They're partially telling the truth under a certain angle. But their understanding of learning French is usually superficial, and that's part of the problem. Because language is nuanced, you know, there are levels of formality, there are idioms and metaphors, obviously, there's humour and irony, regional and generational variation, tone and emotional expression. So practically, can they write a persuasive essay? Can they recognise poor style in a tabloid article? If I gave them a tabloid article in French, would they be able to explain to me why the style is poor? Can they comfort a child in French who's just fallen off their bicycle? Can they do that? Can they say, never mind, come on, be brave, be a brave little soldier? Can they say these things? Can they make a subtle complaint to their neighbour in French? That's a skill in itself. Can you cross the road in French and say, by the way, you know those new floodlights you just set up in your garden? Well, they sort of light up our whole house at night. Can you say that in French, in a subtle way? Can you, for example, if they're in a shop at a grocery store in France, you know, with their little basket full of biscuits and crisps and things and soda, and if the person operating the till, if they said to them, manger équilibré, le secret de la forme, would they understand this joke, or not at all? Manger équilibré, le secret de la forme. Of course it's an ironic remark, it's a little joke, nothing nasty. Would they understand that? Well, the answer to all this is obviously not. Of course they can't, of course they don't have these skills. But I feel that on YouTube a lot of people don't think of asking these questions. And this is quite interesting because it ties into human psychology and, in a lesser measure, consumer psychology. You almost precondition yourself to like the thing or to believe in the thing.